Councilmember Eaton.
Oh, thank you. If you would stay at the podium, I'd appreciate it. So then I understand that you're going to possibly bring back offers of further conditions on the zoning, the C1 AR zoning. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now, during this postponement, will you be seeking withdrawal of protests lodged by neighbors in this area?
Yes.
And would you be willing to tell me what you've told to the neighbors who have withdrawn their protests so far?
I've had discussions with neighbors who were supportive of the project up until the Monday before the previous meeting. And I was very surprised to see that several had decided to object to the project. So I spoke with them to find out why. And there was a fair amount of misinformation that had been communicated. And so I went through efforts to set the record straight. And since at the previous meeting, as of the meeting last week, there were 6 votes required and a supermajority had not been attained. The decision was made to postpone to tonight. And in the course of that time, which is a week, people who are opposed to the project use that time to go back to people and get them to, new people to oppose it, or people who had agreed to rescind to object again. So it's just a continuing process that's a function of the postponements.
And I recall at the last meeting, you were pretty adamant that you were not going to make any changes to the site plan or the zoning at that time.
Yes.
And so it's because you don't have a supermajority tonight that you've reconsidered?
I don't know that this is the only reason. Over the course of the last week, following that meeting, I've spoken with many people throughout the community, and I've received feedback on deposition that we took, and now we're reconsidering it.
Thank you.
Councilmember Ackerman. Councilmember Eaton.
Thank you. The petitioner is seeking postponement so that he can look at making modifications to the C1AR zoning. I don't think that tinkering with this zoning really serves the substantial goals of either this neighborhood or our city in general. By allowing the C1AR zoning to be applied in a manner which historically it's never been applied, we are setting a precedent. But more importantly, we're losing the benefits of a PUD. A PUD provides the kind of flexibility this developer is seeking, and it requires community benefits. We could ask for more affordable housing as a condition of granting a PUD, and we're just simply not going to get any changes like that tinkering with the C1AR. I believe that allowing this to go forward as C1AR, we're undermining the validity of our master plan. We've gone through all the trouble of drafting a planning document only to just simply ignore it because a developer doesn't want to provide the community benefits that might attach to a PUD. I'll be voting against the postponement.
Further discussion?